have to be your biggest fan.
Hi everyone, my name is Nikki and welcome to my YouTube channel WES Canada. If this is your first time stopping by or if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me again today. I do hope you stick around to the end of this video to learn something new. Today's video, we are going to be talking about how to evaluate your international credentials using WES. WES stands for World Education Services. They are an international organization or a tool which people use to evaluate their credentials and convert them to either an American standard or a Canadian standard when trying to migrate to either Canada or the United States of America. For those of you immigrants who are intending to move to either Canada or the US, either for immigration purposes or for education purposes, one of the requirements is to have your degree results and your transcripts evaluated by WES and then converted to Canadian standard. If you are at a point where you're not sure what degree you have and if it is in line with Canadian standard or if it is in line with the USA standard, you would use WES to evaluate your credentials, and WES is going to help you convert whatever it is you have to Canadian standard, and that's how you know what you have that is comparable. I have made a video about doing your credential evaluation with WES like 2 years ago, and there has been an update, so I decided to make this video as an update, and also you can use this video as future reference. Next step now is how to apply for WES credential evaluation. First thing you need to do is you can type WES Canada on your Google search page. If you are immigrating to Canada, you should use the WES Canada site. But if you are immigrating to US, you should use the US site. There are two different sites, so you have to be careful of which one that you're using. Make sure that you are on the WES Canada website. Simply create an account online. It's very easy. It is like creating an account on social media with a username and a password. The next thing you do is to select the type of evaluation that you want, whether it's for education, professional license or certification, employment or immigration. If your purpose of credential evaluation is to migrate to Canada as a permanent resident, you have to choose the immigration option because that is what IRCC is looking for. You have to choose Educational Credential Assessment, ECA. ECA is required by IRCC for express entry. ECA is valid for 5 years from the date that it was first issued. So some of the important things to note with the Educational Credential Assessment, the first thing is the cost. It costs 240 Canadian dollars for an ECA plus some extra fees. Those extra fees relate to courier delivery services. If you want a physical copy of your credential evaluation report delivered to you in the mail, you have to pay extra for that. But you will also be able to access the Educational Credential Assessment report online in your account whenever it's ready. However, if you want your own physical copy, you have to pay for the courier fees. If you wanted to upgrade your ECA report from, say, a document by document evaluation, which is what you use for immigration, to a course by course evaluation, which is what you use for something like education, you would have to pay to upgrade that. So the base fee is 240 Canadian dollars and then some extra fees. Filling an application, it's very easy, it's very self-explanatory. You just follow the prompts and answer the questions or fill in the blanks. After you fill the online application, WES is going to notify you of what documents you need for the credential evaluation. And this credential evaluation is not going to happen until you've provided all the documents or until the right authorities have provided the documents that you need on your behalf. The next step that we're going to do is I'm going to show you a demo just so you'll be able to see a snapshot of the documents that you would require for an ECA. This is the account menu. So if you scroll down to your account menu, you're going to see some WES tools over here, and it says International Degree Preview. So when you click on that, it's going to take you to a new page and you'll see degree equivalency tool. This is just something that you can play with just to see what your degree is equivalent to in Canada. This isn't actually where you generate the ECA report because you have to pay, and the right authorities have to send your transcripts and certificates to WES on your behalf before they can generate the ECA reports. This is just like a demo tool, like a practice tool, kind of like a rough walk kind of thing that you can just use to see what you have and what is equivalent to in Canada. But the main thing that I wanted to focus on is this other WES tool here, which is required documents. You'll be able to see the list of documents that WES requires from you and your institution, and extra information on how to get those documents across to WES. So because we're in Canada, we're going to select Canada, and it's going to ask you, are you applying for IRCC? We're going to select yes because you're interested in permanent residency. If you were interested in education, you would select no, but we're choosing yes. So country or territory of education, let's see if we choose Nigeria. I'm just using Nigeria because the person who requested for this video was actually writing from Nigeria. Then the status of your education will be completed. Let us assume that we have completed our bachelor's degree. The type of education will be a university education. However, if you have something like a national diploma or a higher national diploma, or like a college of nursing, for example, or if it's secondary education, you can also select that. Then for the name of the institution, for example, we're going to type University of Lagos. Let us assume that we finished from University of Lagos. And the name of the diploma will be Bachelor of Science because we have a Bachelor of Science degree from Lagos. And once you're done, click on View Requirements and take your time, scroll down and go through this information. So if you are a graduate of the University of Lagos with a Bachelor of Science, the IRCC is asking you to submit only your highest completed credential for an ECA. So in this case, it will be your bachelor's degree. There's some extra information to review the notes below. So if you have a PhD from the University of Lagos, you don't need to submit your bachelor's degree or your master's degree. If you have a master's degree, you do not need to submit your bachelor's degree, only your master's degree that you'll submit. If you have a bachelor's degree, you do not need to submit your secondary school credential for evaluation. Please guys, look closely at this. So assuming that I'm the one who's applying and I have a bachelor's degree from the University of Lagos in Nigeria, and I'm trying to migrate to Canada using the PR rules, I'm only going to submit the degree certificate and transcripts from my bachelor's degree, not from secondary school, not from anywhere else, but only from the university where I got my bachelor's degree. Your ECA report is not going to contain anything below a secondary school education, and it's not going to have non-academic credentials or professional or career training qualifications. So it's only going to contain degree evaluation, something you got from a post-secondary institution. This is the requirements checklist. So the first thing is your academic transcript, and this official document, right, has to be submitted by the University of Lagos, guys. It has to be sent electronically. This is the update that I was talking about. Before, in the past, these things weren't done electronically, which means that if you wanted to do an ECA report with WES, then you would have to make sure that your school from your country would physically mail your transcripts and your certificates to WES in Canada. But right now, these things are done electronically. You still have to go through your school. You still have to ensure that your school from your home country sends your transcripts and your certificates, but in this case they are going to do it electronically instead of using physical copies in the mail. So this is the point, this is the part that I wanted to highlight here, and it says to contact the university to send your documents electronically to WES. go to the University of Lagos page and follow the steps, right? It's very self-explanatory. The second requirement is degree certificate or a statement of results. Instruction there is that you can upload clear and legible copy of your final degree certificate in your account. If you do not have your degree certificate, then you have to use a statement of results. If your school cannot give you a degree certificate, you can use a copy of your statement of results. There's an extra bit of information here, which is mainly like a repetition, and it basically just states that you have to contact the university to send your documents electronically to WES. And you have to go through your university site to do this. The reason why this is possible electronically is because WES has established a relationship with the University of Lagos and has provided the university officials with instructions to send all your documents electronically. So if WES recognizes your school in your home country and already has established a relationship with that school or with officials in that school, that means that you can contact your school to send your transcript electronically. However, if WES does not have a relationship with your school yet, then you will be required to make sure that your school in your home country will mail your transcripts over to WES to have them evaluated. I'm going to use another example of a different school in a different country to demonstrate this. Now let's go back to the required documents. Again, we click on Canada. We are applying for IRCC. Let's use Ghana this time. Status of your education will be completed. Type of education will be higher education. Institution name. Let's type University of Ghana. There's University of Ghana over there, and the credential name will be I'm gonna go with master's degree or Master of Science. Let's try Master of Science and see what comes up. View requirements. So this is a new page for the Master of Science from the University of Ghana, and if we scroll down to see what requirements, like what documents we need for a Master of Science, we only need to submit the degree certificate and the transcript for the master's degree, but not for the bachelor's degree. It's clearly written here. If we scroll down, we can see again we need an academic transcript. Again, WES has a relationship with the University of Ghana, and they've provided the university officials with instructions. So you have to contact the University of Ghana to send your degree transcripts directly to WES electronically. They also need a degree certificate. So they need, this one is something you can upload yourself, right? For your degree certificate, you can upload your degree certificate yourself if you have them, or if you have a statement of results if your school didn't issue you a degree certificate. However, the transcript must come directly from your school electronically if WES has a relationship with your school in your home country. And then again, it's pretty much the same set of steps to contact your university to send your documents electronically to WES. They only accept documents issued and sent via the established digital transmission method. Documents sent through any other methods are not accepted. I am going to put the links to WES so that you can create an account, and I'm also going to put the links to all this so that you can play around. Take your time, go through these links, make sure that you are complying with what WES is asking of you. Another thing is processing time. Processing time for an ECA report is 30 business days from the day that they receive all your documents. If your documents are not complete, they are not going to start evaluating any of it until you have paid and until all your documents are complete. And by complete, they mean that everything that is supposed to be there is there. This is very, very easy, guys. Honestly, applying for this is very easy. It doesn't take anything. The main part of the work is reaching out to your school, especially if you've been out of school for a long time. I hope this video was helpful. Please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet subscribed, turn on your post notifications so that you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. I will see you guys in my next video. Stay safe. Bye.